Welcome all. Myself Dr. Dinesh Navle. In this discussion we are going to be see about the IUPAC nomenclature. In detail we are going to be discuss about the IUPAC nomenclature of the ketone compound. So before going for the IUPAC nomenclature for the ketone, let's see what is the IUPAC. So IUPAC stand for the International Union of the Pure and Applied Chemistry. So this IUPAC is the international scientific organization which has given some of the basic rule while giving the nomenclature to the compound. In case of the organic compound, so they have decided some of the rule. On the basis of this rule, the four things which are very important while giving the nomenclature to any of the organic compound. The first one is what we should be aware that what is the suffix which are present in our organic compound. So which is called as what principal functional group. So in case of the today discussion, we are going to be see that suffix will be the carbonyl carbon, that will be the ketone group. So ketone will be the functional group. The second thing is what we should know that what is the parent hydrocarbon chain. That means we should find out the longest possible carbon chain. It can be the straight chain or it cannot be the straight chain present inside the particular organic compound. Third thing is what we should know what is the locant. That means we should be aware that the location of the principal functional group. So in case of this today's discussion, we should be aware that what is the position of the principal functional group, that is the ketone. And prefix is very important. That means what are the different prefixes which are going to be utilized, only for the substituent. So which are the substituents are present and which suffix can be utilized for giving the IUPAC nomenclature of this substituent. So before going for the IUPAC rules, let's see some of the basic rule which are going to be utilized during the IUPAC nomenclature. The first rule is what? Select the longest continuous chain of the carbon atom, which should be the basic of IUPAC nomenclature. The second rule is what? Number each carbon atom into the basic chain in such a way that a lowest possible number should be given to the functional group. So we have to choose a longest possible carbon chain in such a way that numbering should be given in a way so that a lowest possible number should be assigned for the principal functional group. Then for each substituent on the chain, we indicate the position into the chain. So that means for a substituent we have to indicate the position. For that Arabic number should be utilized. Now the position of the substituent in the chain is indicated by the lowest number possible. So after giving the lowest possible number to the principal functional group, a lowest possible number should be come for the substituent present for that particular compound. When there are two or more than two substituents of the same kinds are present, that time we have to utilize the prefixes. Like for two same substituent it is a di, for 3 it is a tri, for 4 it is a tetra, for the 5 it is a penta, for 6 substituents are the hexa, for 7 it is a hepta, and for 8 it is a octa, like on. So that means if there are same substituents are present multiple times, we have to utilize di, tri, tetra, penta, hexa, hepta, octa as the suffixes, prefixes. So the combined substituent numbers and name should be utilized for giving the nomenclature. Then a separate number from number by the comma. That means two numbers should be separated by the comma and number and word should be separated by the hyphen. List the substituents present by the alphabetical order. And last rule is what? Words should be run together. That means there should not be any space between the two words. They should be run together. Now in case of the ketone, the very first is what? What is the general formula for the ketone? Ketone will be having the general formula as the RCOR. So carbonyl carbon will be there, and both R can be the alkyl group or it can be the alkyl or aryl group, depends on. So principal functional group will be the carbonyl carbon. Suffix should be utilized ONE, that means E of the alkane will be replaced by ONE. So it is going to become as the alkanone as the suffix. Full ONE will be the suffix and nomenclature will become as the alkanone. That means E of the alkane has been replaced by ONE. The names of the individual members are divided by replacing E of the alkane by ONE. So it is going to become as the alkanone. So rule will be in such a way that, as we have discussed, it will be called as the alkanone, because in IUPAC nomenclature E of the alkane will be replaced by ONE. So this is the first compound which we are going to be see for giving the IUPAC nomenclature to the organic compound. Select the longest possible carbon chain, and second rule is what? Give the lowest possible number to the principal functional group. Now this is our total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 carbon atom chain is there. But if you are going to be start from the left hand side, that is from this side, a lowest possible number to the carbonyl, that is a ketone, will come as a 4. But if you are going to be start from the right hand side, that is from this side, a lowest possible number to the carbonyl will become as a 3. That means we have to start the numbering from the right hand side. So it will become as a carbon number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it is a parent hydrocarbon will be the 6 carbon atom chain. So it is a hexane. So E of the alkane will be replaced by ONE. So it is going to become the hexanone. And the position of the carbonyl group, that is the ketone, is the number 3. So it is going to become hexane -3 ONE. So ONE is for ketone, 3 is for the position of the carbonyl, that is a ketone, and then a methyl substituent is going to be present at carbon number 5. So it is going to become as the IUPAC nomenclature as 5-methyl hexane -3 ONE. That means E of the alkane has been replaced by ONE. A second molecule is what? We have to start the numbering in such a way that lowest possible number should be given to the carbonyl. So it will be at the right hand side will be start. So carbon 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it is a pentane. So E will be replaced by ONE. So it is a pentanone. And the position of the carbonyl carbon is what? Number 2. So it is a pentane -2 ONE. So for the next molecule, we have to start again the numbering from the right hand side, so that the lowest possible number will be given to the carbon. So it is carbon 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So we have to check this system. So like this. So it is carbon number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2 carbon from the ethyl. So it is a 7. So it is going to become as a heptane. So it is going to become as a heptanone. And the position of the carbonyl is 3. So it is a heptane -3 ONE. And there is a methyl substituent at carbon number 5. So it is going to become as a 5-methyl heptane 3 ONE. So number and word should be separated by the hyphen. So the next nomenclature will be what? It is a 4 carbon system is there. We have to start numbering from the right hand side to give the lowest possible number to the carbon. So 4 carbon atom. So it will going to become the butanone. And the position of the carbonyl carbon is number 2. So it is going to become the butane -2 ONE. So 2 will be the position of the ketone functional group. So in next molecule, so this is also going to become as the 4 carbon atom system. So it is a butane. Carbonyl carbon is present at number 2. So it is a butane 2-NE. And methyl will be the substituent at carbon number 3. So it will become as 3-methyl butane -3 ONE. So for next molecule, we have to now, you can see that longest possible carbon chain in such a way that if you are going to be start from the left hand side, so it is going to be as carbon number 3 as the lowest possible number. So from right hand side also it will be the carbon number 3. But in the second rule, we have to give the lowest possible number to the substituent. If you are going to be start the numbering from the right hand side, a methyl will get the substituent as number 3. But if you are going to be start at the from left hand side, methyl will be get the numbering as the 2. So methyl should be given as the lowest possible number also. So it is going to be as the numbering like this: carbon number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there is a substituent of methyl at carbon number 2, and the ketone will be at carbon number 3. So it is a 6 carbon atom, 5 carbon atom. So it is going to become the pentanone, and position is 3. So it is a pentane-3-ONE, and methyl is a substituent at carbon number 2. So IUPAC nomenclature will become as a 2-methyl pentane-3-ONE. E of the alkane will be always replaced by ONE. So the next compound is there. We have to give the lowest possible number to the substituent. So we are going, there is a 2 substituents are there. So this side we are going to be start number. So it is carbon number 1 from right hand side, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 carbon atom chain is here. So it is a hexanone. So position of the carbonyl ketone is number 3. So it is a hexane-3-ONE. Now there are methyl substituent carbon number 2-methyl, and carbon number 4. So 3 methyl substituents are there. So when same substituents are there, we have to utilize this prefix like di, tri, tetra. So 3 methyl groups are there. So it is going to become as a trimethyl, and the position will be written as what? 2,2,4-trimethyl hexane 3-ONE. Number should be separated by comma. Number and word should be separated by the hyphen, and there should not be the space between the numbers as well as the words. So it should be the run together. So the second molecule which we are going to be see, numbering will be start from the right hand side to give the lowest possible number to the substituent and carbonyl. So it is carbon number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So carbonyl carbon is present at number 3. So it is a pentane-3-ONE. 2 methyl substituents are present at carbon number 2. So it is a 2,2-dimethyl pentane-3-ONE. So the next compound in which we have to start the numbering from right hand side to give the lowest possible number, or we have to start it from the left hand side. See, if you are going to be start from the right hand side, the carbonyl carbon will become as the lowest possible number 1, 2, 3 and 4. But if you are going to be started from the left hand side, a lowest possible numbering to the carbonyl, that is the ketone, will become as the 3. So giving the numbering from the left hand side, that is from this side, is the only correct way. So numbering will be start carbon number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it is the carbon number 3 as the carbonyl. So it is a hexane-3-ONE. And 2 methyl substituents are present at carbon number 4. So it is going to become as a 4,4-dimethyl hexane-3-ONE. So for a cyclic compound, we have to always, so in case of the cyclic ketone, carbonyl of the ketone will be always the part of the ring. So we have to give the number 1 to the carbonyl carbon containing ring. So that means the carbon atom of the ring which is going to be contain the carbonyl group should be given as number 1. So this is going to be as the number 1 in case of the ketone. Then ethyl will be there and methyl is there. So as far as alphabetical order, E come first. So we are going to start numbering from clockwise. So it is what? Carbon number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it is going to become as a 5 and total as a 6 carbon. So it is a cyclohexane. So if it is a cyclohexane, for ketone nomenclature, it is going to become as a cyclohexanone. So one can be written for the nomenclature or it cannot be written. So position of ethyl is carbon number 3, methyl is carbon number 5. But methyl and ethyl will become first by alphabetical. So IUPAC nomenclature is going to become 3-ethyl, 5-methyl, cyclohexane-1-ONE. So numbers and words should be always separated by hyphen. So for next molecule we have, it is a cyclohexanone system is there, 6 carbon atom is there. So it is a cyclohexanone. Numbering will be start from this carbon and it will be the anti-clockwise direction. It is a carbon number 1. Then it will be the carbon number 2, carbon number 3. 6 carbon atom, so it is a cyclohexanone. And again, it is a 3-methyl, so it is a 3-methyl cyclohexanone. Now, we have to give the number 1 to the carbonyl. Then we have to start from the clockwise so that this methyl will come as the lowest possible numbering. So it is a carbon number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there is a substituent at carbon number 2 and carbon number 5. And it is a 6 carbon atom chain. So it is a cyclohexanone. and again the two substituents are same, so it is going to be the 2, 5 dimethyl. So that di will be utilized as the prefix. So it is a 2, 5 dimethyl cyclohexanone will be the IUPAC nomenclature of this compound. So this is the 5 carbon atom chain is there, cyclic ring. So it is a cyclopentanone. Carbonyl carbonyl has the number 1, then 2, then 3. So it is going to become as only the anti-clockwise direction. So we are going to be give the numbering as the 3-methyl cyclopentane -1-ONE. So it will become as the 5-member ring. So only cyclopentanone will be the nomenclature. So it is a 4-member ring is there. So it is a cyclobutanone. So E will be replaced by ONE. And again for cyclic system you have to put the cyclo word. So it is a 3 carbon chain is there, ring. So we are going to be mentioning it as a cyclopropanone. So IUPAC nomenclature in case of the diketone, that means when 2 ketones will be substituted in a long H chain. So it will be written as what? Alkane plus dione. So in case of the 2 functional groups, that is both ketones are there, that means for diketone we have to write down the nomenclature of alkane dione. So E will be written as it is. So it is the alkane plus dione word should be utilized. So we are going to be see the nomenclature for this. So we have to give the lowest possible number to the first carbonyl. So it is carbonyl 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it is going to be as the pentane. What is the position of the carbonyl carbon? So it is carbon number 2 and 3. So it is a pentane, 2, 3 dione. 2 and 3 will be the position of carbonyl functional group of the ketone. And in case of the dione, E will be written as it is. So now in case of this molecule, we cannot start numbering from the right hand side because the lowest possible number to the first ketone will be the 3. But if we are going to be start the numbering from left hand side, that is from this side, the lowest possible number to the ketone will become as the 2. So it is the numbering will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it is a hexane. What is the position of carbonyl group? It is the carbon number 2 and 4. So nomenclature will become hexane 2, 4 dione. So next compound is there in which we have to always give the lowest possible number to the functional group. So carbonyl should be given the lowest possible number. So numbering should be start from this side, left hand side. So it is carbon number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it is a hexanone. And position of the carbonyl, that is a ketone, will be the number 2 and 4. So it is a hexane 2, 4 dione. And again methyl is a substituent at carbon number 5. So it is a 5 methyl hexane 2, 4 dione. Next compound is there. Although there is the presence of methyl as a substituent, but we cannot start numbering from right hand side because lowest possible number should be given to the carbonyl as the principal functional group. So it will look at carbon number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it is a pentane. And the position of the carbonyl carbon is the number 2 and 3. So it is a pentane 2, 3 dione. And 2 methyl substituents are present at carbon number 4. So it is the 4, 4 dimethyl pentane 2, 3 dione. So the next molecule is there, which is a cyclic dione. So all nomenclature will be the same. So only we have to utilize what? 6 carbon atom chain is there. So we are going to be give the numbering to this carbon as carbon number 1. The next numbering should be given to the next carbonyl and not to the substituent. So it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So ethyl will be the substituent which is present at carbon number 5. And again carbonyl substituents are present at number 1 and 3. It is a 6-member ring, so it is a cyclohexanone. Cyclohexanone. So it will become as the cyclohexane. 1, 3 will be the position of carbonyl and it will be the dione because 2 carbonyl groups are present as the carbonyl as a ketone. And ethyl will be the substituent at carbon number 5. So it is a 5 ethyl cyclohexane 1, 3 dione. 2 numbers should be separated by comma. Numbers and words should be separated by the hyphen. For next molecule, it is symmetrical molecule, so we can start numbering from any carbonyl carbon. So it will look at the carbonyl number 1, 2, 3. So it is a 3 and total will be the 6 carbons are there in the ring. So it is a cyclohexanone. And the position of the carbonyl is number 1 and 3. So it is going to become the cyclohexane dash 1, 3 dione. So 1, 3 will be the position of the carbonyl. So it is a 5-member ring is there. So it is a cyclopentane, and 1,3 will be the position of the carbonyl. So it is a cyclopentane 1,3 dione. So during this video we have discussed about how the IUPAC nomenclature of the ketone will be given. So in case of the ketone, E of the alkane will be replaced by ONE. So IUPAC nomenclature is going to become as alkanone. In case of the cyclic system, we have to utilize the cyclo word as it is. And again, in case of the cyclic system, we have to give the numbering first to the carbonyl carbon. And in case of the dione, we have to utilize that dione as a word while giving the IUPAC nomenclature. So if you like the content of this video, you can share this video, you can like this video, as well as you can subscribe my YouTube channel. Thank you.